Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ruba. So you've heard teachers say all over the world, breathe slowly, breathe deeply, do yogic breathing. 99% of the time out of 100, we are referring to Ujjayi breath, which is today's take-home message. We're going to start with working on an exercise together in order to hopefully understand and comprehend what Ujjayi breathing is, more or less. And then we'll start to flow and incorporate it with our breath. Okay. So what we're going to do is I want you to place both your hands together, and just like you have a compact mirror that you really want to fog, okay? You're going to exhale into your hands and fog the mirror. Okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Take an inhale. And then bringing your hands together close to you, we're going to fog the mirror. Stop. Alright, so let's do that 2 more times. Bring hands together, bring them a little bit close to the face. Inhale. And exhale, fog the mirror. Stop. All right, one more time. Inhale. Exhale, fog the mirror. All right, this time we're going to do the same thing but with the mouth open. So we're going to fog and unfog the mirror. So placing your hands together. No, start with fogging the mirror. Okay, now unfog the mirror. One more time. Hands together, close to the face. Fog the mirror. Now unfog the mirror. Alright, so this is more or less what we do while we are practicing yoga, except we do it with the mouth closed. Alright, so let's start to stand up and start moving and hopefully incorporate it with our flow. Inhale, lift up the arms. Exhale, hinging from the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands come down, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Alright, so one more time. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands on shins. Exhale, hands come down. Step the right foot back and bend that left knee, coming into a high lunge. Lift up, elongate the spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Place your knees down to the ground. Take the right leg and place it in between the hands. Tuck the back foot and come into another lunge. Inhale. Hands come down, stepping up that left foot to meet the right. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Alright, inhale, lifting up the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands come down. This time step your left foot back and then come into your lunge. Take a breath. Hands come down, step back, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Now in your plank, push the floor away from you. Hug the belly towards the spine. And then Lengthen the tailbone towards the heels. One breath. Step back, downward facing dog. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, roll forward to plank. One breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, rolling forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Placing the knees down to the ground. Left foot is going to step in the middle of the hands. Tuck the right foot. Inhale. And then step the right foot to meet the left. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down. Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. All right, we're going to work on our standing postures. So, open up your legs. Moving into warrior 2. Okay, so opening up the legs wide. Press into your right hip bone and turn out the right leg from that right hip bone. Now, bend the right knee. Okay, bending the right knee, opening up the arms. So, 3 really important points to take from warrior 2. Number 1, shin should be vertical. Okay, so shin is vertical. Number 2, hips are not moving forward or not moving backwards. They're level. So hips are level. We're not moving too much with the hips. Hips are level. And then the 3rd point is, how long should our feet be? What is the distance between the feet? If you feel comfortable in this stance, then that's completely fine. If not, if you feel like you want more power in the legs, take the leg a little bit wider. Now, again, one point I forgot to mention, heel to arch alignment. And now inhale, open up the arms, spread your wings, and take 3 breaths here. Beautiful. Hands to hips, and then bring those feet back to parallel. Second side. This time grabbing onto our left hip bone. Take the left leg from the left hip bone out. Bend the left knee, making sure the left shin is vertical. Our hips are level. And then the distance of the feet, just whatever suits you. So if you feel like you want more intensity, open up the legs a little bit more and then lengthen the arms. Now, there are many more aspects to Virabhadrasana too, but then you learn this while you practice throughout the years, and as your practice becomes more and more advanced, you learn to alter a few things in this pose. So take 2 more breaths here. One more breath. And beautiful. All right, moving into Parsvakonasana. Again, grabbing on to that right hip bone, turning out the right leg, and then bending the knee. So the distance of the feet in Parsvakonasana, Trikonasana, Warrior 2 are more or less the same. Okay, so bending that right knee, place the right hand on top of that right thigh, lift up the left arm right on top of the head, and open up the chest. Now, my left hip bone is going to stay going down a little bit. That's okay. Let it go down. What's important is we open up the chest and take 3 breaths here. Pushing into the arm, so push the arm into that leg so we can create that length in the spine. 1 more breath. Slowly placing the
top arm on the hip and coming back up. Moving our legs back to parallel. All right, second side, left side. Grabbing onto that left hip bone and then taking the leg out. Bend your left knee. And then this time, left arm comes on top of that left thigh. Lift the right arm up and open up the chest. 3 breaths here. Front shin vertical. Feet are as wide as you would like to feel sensation. 1 more breath. Slowly come up. All right, this time moving into Trikonasana, triangle pose. So I have a block here with me. If you don't have a block, it's completely fine. I'll tell you how you can manage without it. All right, but if you do, place the block on your right side, outside of the foot. Now turn your right leg out, keeping the knee straight. Lengthen the arms, and then we're gonna, so from the hips, we're gonna hinge towards that right leg. So hinging from the hips, hinging. We can either grab onto the shin if we don't have a block, and then open up the heart and lift the top arm up. Or if we do have a block, place the hands on the block. So don't just place the hand like this. Really push into the block so that you can create that leverage and hopefully open up the heart, lift up the top arm. Now, if it's too heavy for your neck to keep looking up, or if you have any neck injuries, just go ahead and look down. Make sure you're not overextending that right leg. So keep a little bit of a micro bend in the right knee. 2 more breaths here. Slowly come up to stand and second side. All right, taking the left leg out from the hip socket. Move your block around if you need to. Hinging from the hip and then placing the left arm down. Pushing the block with the hand and then opening up the chest. Be careful not to overextend, so micro bend that knee. Back foot is going to come inside a little bit, like in all of these poses. So ball of the foot is coming at a 45-degree angle. And take 1 more breath here. Top hand is going to come on that right hip, and we're going to lift all the way back up. So in Prasarita Padottanasana, oh, sorry guys. In Prasarita Padottanasana, I like to open up the legs wide. And the way I like to measure it is I'd like to make sure that your wrists are aligned with your heels. So just make sure the wrists are aligned with the heels of the feet or with your ankles. Okay? So grabbing onto your waist, inhale. Take a breath and then exhale, grabbing onto those hip bones. I want you to push the buttocks back, push your butt back and slowly begin to fold. Now, if you need to keep your knees bent, go ahead and keep those knees bent. All right, placing the hands on the floor. So instead of going down here today, I want us to stay up here. So placing the hands on the floor, knees bent if we need to. If we also need to, we can go ahead and use a block if you're able to straighten those legs. Take 3 breaths here. One more breath. Hands come to the waist and slowly roll back up. All right, this time we're going to go for a little bit of a twist. Okay, inhale, lift up the heart, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Now, place your left hand right underneath the left shoulder And take your right hand to the back of your pelvis. So taking the right hand to the back of the pelvis, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist towards your right a little bit. There's no need to take the head up, that's way too much on the neck. So just keep looking down. Take 2 more breaths. You can look down or look to the side. All right, switch sides. This time, bringing your right hand right underneath the right shoulder, placing the left hand on top of the sit bones of the pelvis. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist towards your left side. 3 breaths here. Bring both hands back down. Place the hands on the hips and come all the way back up. All right, let's come back to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift the arms to the side and up. Exhale, forward fold, hinging forward. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step the hands down and step back to your downward facing dog. Now, in downward facing dog, lift the right leg up and back, keeping the hips squared. And take 3 breaths here. One more breath. And set the right foot down, second side. Take the left leg up and take 3 breaths, keeping that left leg squared. One more breath. Set the feet back down, set the knees down, shift forward, 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 and set the thighs, stomach, chest onto the ground. We're moving into face down back bend. So moving into Shavasana, root the feet down to the floor. Extend your hands right by your body, palms are facing up to the ceiling. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the arms, and then lift everything up. So don't go for your craziest back bend yet. Just feel that back body. And then set everything down. Moving into our cobra. So in cobra, move the hands back and try to align your fingertips so that they're right in front of the armpit. Now hug the elbows in, push the feet really hard onto the ground and lift up. Now don't create too much leverage with the hands. I want a really minor, small back bend here, hugging the shoulders in. Exhale, come all the way down. This time we're gonna go a little bit higher. Inhale. This time we're really using the hands, opening up the chest. Keeping it a little bit of a bend in the elbows. And exhale, come all the way down. All right, beautiful. Coming on to our hands and knees. And coming to sit. Okay, so let's come into a Sukhasana position. All right, so shins are vertical, move the feet out a little bit. Placing your left hand on your right knee, inhale, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, twist towards your right. Taking 3 breaths here. slowly come back to center. Second side. This time right hand on the left leg, left knee, inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist towards your left side. Slowly come back to center. A lot of flies here today, unfortunately. Okay, lifting up the arms, up, up, up. And then taking a minor forward fold. So really just listen to the body and be where you need to be here. If you're up here, it's fine. And if you're able to lower down a little bit, that's also a good place. Take 3 breaths here. Slowly come up. And let's go ahead and lie on our backs. Lying back down onto the mat. Going for our final twist. Take the right leg and place the right knee on top of, place the right leg on top of that left thigh. So right exactly on top of the left knee, and then take your twist towards the left. So in terms of the head, look towards the bent knee at first, and if you're able to, look up and then maybe towards the other side. One more breath. And then slowly come back to center. I'm being attacked by flies here, I'm sorry. Bring that left knee into the chest. And then place the left foot on top of that right thigh and twist towards your right. One more breath. Slowly come back. And then lengthen both the legs out wide, open up the arms wide, and begin to prepare for your Shavasana. Now, if you would like to sit in a seated meditation, you can go ahead and do that. You have that option. Otherwise, lengthen the arms, lengthen the legs, and just roll the eyes back into their sockets and come into your Shavasana. Resting the back of the body onto the ground. Feeling gravity pull you down. Ideally, it would be best for you to stay for about 3 to 5 minutes in Shavasana. If you can even take a longer Shavasana, that would be great. I'm going to leave you here. Thank you very much, and namaste.